All right. So I'm going to be honest with you. One of the most difficult parts of this journey for me was when someone came to me and said, "Hey, I want to do what you're doing. I want to make a little extra income with Young Living. What do I do next?" And I was always so independent. And I didn't actually really ever have a mentor in this business until I was well beyond silver. And so sometimes I don't know what to say. Right. And so what do we do when we have a need in this business? What is smart is to create a system. And so that's what we've done. We want to share some of the systems that we've created for brand partners. And being a brand partner is easier than it's ever been before because of the new platform and the fact that people can onboard with absolutely any product that they want. And so let's make it easy for our people who want to have not only the abundance of products from Young Living, but abundance when it comes to a little extra income with Young Living as well. So, one of the things that I like to do as I have someone who makes a decision that they want to be a brand partner is that I want to commit to mentoring them for 90 days. And I do a lot of this mentoring back and forth through text messages. And so, what I've done is created three 30-day text campaigns that help us have some conversation. That doesn't mean we won't meet face to face sometimes. We won't meet over Zoom to talk through these things, but it allows me to kind of keep us on track and give them some little nudges throughout the month. And I scaffold it. So I start the first month with a brand partner and I text them almost every single day. And I want to tell you why in just a second. Then the second month, I pull back a little bit. I don't text quite as often. Third month, a little less, because they should need us less and less as they feel comfortable with these new systems that we're providing right here for you to hand over to them. Right. And so for the first month, I just help them start sharing if they're plugged into social media. That's what we focus on, how easy it is to share on social media. And so I give them a 30-day social media challenge that is a copy paste easy kind of thing that they can customize. So I literally send them for the first 30 days a post that says, a text that says, post this. And it'll say, have a little template about their morning routine, and it'll have some fill in the blanks. So they can fill in their blank, they can add a picture, they literally copy it from their text message, they paste it into their social media, they fill in the blanks, and they add their picture, and they go for the day. In 2 minutes, they can have that challenge done for the day. So we go through that, and every few days, I will text them a little encouragement, ask them how it's going, check in on social media. I'll give them a few pointers like, hey, did you have some people like that post or comment on it? Here's what to do next. So for 30 days, we focus on that easy step of utilizing social media. The next 30 days, we dive a little deeper. This is when I can tell, are they really going to hang on? Are they really serious about this? If they are, they say, yes, I want the next step in mentorship. And so we walk through some kind of text together. It might be the Rise booklet that Young Living provides when they buy the brand partner kit. It might be the booklet called Simply Sharing from the oil supply store that Aaron Rodgers created that helps walk through the business side of Young Living and the compensation and a real simple approach to getting started. And so what I'll do is I'll have broken down some chapters, and every few days I'll say, hey, read these chapters and let me know what you think about this point, or let me know what you wrote down for this question. And we'll do that through text message back and forth for those second 30 days. And so I might also send them some training videos, maybe some things like you're seeing here. Like here are some things that you can do to help your brand new customers and send them a welcome kit. I'll send them a little quick video about that in that second 30 days. So I'll walk them through. And then the last 30 days of the 90 days, we will have set up for them an Empower group. Okay, so they had 30 days where they were able to find out who in my friends list on social media is really interested in what I'm talking about here. They had people like them. They had people comment on those posts. They created a prospect list, maybe kind of like the Google Sheets that Julie was talking about. And they have this list of people now. And so I teach them how to set up. I give them all the content for an Empower group. Remember, that comes with a graphic, that comes with the whole post. They don't have to do any research or writing or photography or any of that. No, they just have to plug it into the group. They create their temporary Facebook group, and they invite all of those prospects from the first 2 months into this Empower group. And what we hope to see happening is by the time we're at the end of these 90 days, they are flipping all kinds of Young Living customers, not just by buying one or two things, but by buying into a wellness lifestyle that's going to encourage them to be on subscription, and that's going to give them guidance of where to start and where they're headed in the long term. And so in that last 90 days, we walk through getting their prospects into an Empower group, helping educate them together, and how then to enroll them so that they can shop with us. So super easy 90-day system to onboard my brand new brand partners so that they're ready to go from the very beginning and find success easily.
I love that. And the best part, April, is that you are empowering them to enroll people along the way in those 90 days. And it's not just, hey, I'm doing a 90-day thing, and then you can start enrolling people and getting new customers. That is really wonderful. So what happens when they start and they start enrolling new customers? We get to celebrate them. And honestly, that's one of the most fun parts about running a Young Living business, is getting to cheer on your brand partners and getting to share the excitement that they are experiencing with other people. So it's important to shout out and brag on them. Do that in your uplines brand partner group. Do that in your own Facebook groups. Do that on your own social media. At the end of last month, I had a long list of people who brought in new customers, and people, maybe they didn't bring in new customers, but they did other things. They helped a new brand partner start, or they helped people join subscription, or they did something valuable for their team. And I shouted them all out, and it was so fun. And that's just something that needs to be done on a regular basis. And we don't always have to wait till the end of the month. That's something you can look at weekly. Look at your weekly enrollers. Think about who you're talking to on a regular basis that's a brand partner, and find ways to edify and encourage them. So a lot of times I'll send voice messages through Facebook Messenger, and I'll say, hey, I just saw the post that you put up about Ningxia Red, and boy, that was so, first of all, you did awesome speaking on video. Second of all, man, I know that you're going to help some people with Ningxia Red. You are doing awesome. Like, encourage, make them feel like you've got their back, and that they can just achieve anything with this business. So it is really important to do that continually, and remember that when people are starting out, a lot of times they're putting themselves out there and are scared. And I know so often in my business, in my experience, it's been, hey, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do this scared. And having someone cheering me on along the way has been so valuable. So sending them texts, sending them voice messages, sending them gifts. A lot of times, if I know that maybe they don't have the Simply Sharing book, I'll stick that in the mail, maybe when they have their first enrollment, or I will just think of them and send them something maybe straight from Amazon Prime. And it could just be a little trinket. It could be some stickers. It could be just something that reminds me of them. And another thing you could do is you could have a star party. And if you do maybe a 500 club push, or you do some kind of push to help people rank up to star for the first time, at the end of the month, give them a star party, send them a box. This is April's idea that she's done with her team, and it is so fun. It's a box full of star things, star confetti, a card, all kinds of star things, maybe a roller that's specifically blended for them. Help them feel the celebration of achieving that first big goal in our Young Living business. So celebration is the key. Celebrating anything that is just growing them as a person, because as you guys know, this isn't just a referral type business. This is a personal growth business. We have all experienced personal growth if we've been with Young Living for any amount of time. And so celebrating all of our wins, not just the big wins, but all of the wins, is a great way to encourage our brand partners as they're getting started and as they continue. We don't ever want them to feel forgotten, and make sure that they feel part of the team and part of the family. So I hope those were some great tips for you guys, and we will have lots of great samples for you for templates and tips, and we really encourage you to take advantage of those as you are walking through your business and setting some really intentional systems in place.